Evening VC, Dave here, jumping on tonight. Uh, got a request from a man who's got a direct link to my bank account, that being Mr. Tom Minko up in Connecticut. His channel is FXP. If you're not familiar and you want to know anything about killer jazz, hip hop, you name it, that's the man to go to. The Polish Mafia, the Polish underboss. Um, Man, he's been just crushing the bank account lately. He's always selling killer jazz records on Instagram, so check him out. Um, but we were talking back and forth about some old school hip hop, and he asked if I would show what I had for records. And man, I've got some records out in the other room that are buried behind a Bultaco motorcycle from Spain right now. But I did grab what I have on the shelf that I've been picking up over the last year or so here, and you know, just a few things, mostly Shadow. But figured I'd show it since I said I would, and so we'll jump in. First, what the deal is like back in the day when I first started watching YouTube, I was watching Crate Diggers, and I love all the DJs on there, and all the whole culture of digging, and to find samples and all of that is freaking awesome. And then the massive collections these guys have, the span all the genres. I mean, they're using everything. It's amazing. And so I had to start when I started picking up some hip hop to grab the classics, of course. The roots of everything. So I've got Africa Bambaataa, the Soul Sonic Force, Planet Rock on Tommy Boy, one of the old 12-inch records of you got Planet Rock instrumental on one side, and then you've got the vocal version on the other side with bonus beats. Just amazing stuff right there. And he's got his record collection, which is just one of the most iconic on the planet, housed at Cornell University now, in like an underground vault that's just massive, that has like antiquities from all over the world. And one of the main things that they have among their collections is his record collection. It's fucking amazing. Next, and that's from '82, when everything really got going. And this is also from '82, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, featuring Melly Mel and Duke Booty on Sweet Mountain Records, which is a division of Sugar Hill Records. One of the ugliest record covers I've ever seen, but just a dope early hip hop track here, The Message, and man, killer. Next, got a promo copy of Beastie Boys' No Sleep Till Brooklyn and She's Crafty. Of course, on Def Jam Recordings. This was, geez, what year was this? Gotta go back. 86 or 87, around that time frame. Love the Beastie Boys, had all their stuff on CD. It's all gone. I had an enormous row of CDs of rap, hip hop stuff. It's just gone. Kind of wish I still had kept that stuff. Some other stuff I picked up recently. Dr. Dre with Snoop Dogg, White Label Promo. This is from the Deep Cover soundtrack. Got the instrumental radio versions on one side, the uncensored on the other. That's a heavy hitter right there. My favorite rap album in college was Ice Cube, The Predator, and got this at Lunchbox a while back. The 12-inch of Wicked with the radio and instrumental versions, and then which is on the radio side, and then there's the street side, is what it's called, with You Ain't Gonna Take My Life LP instrumental versions, and another version of Wicked tacked on. Just the real heavy drums, the heavy on this, and what drew me into this one. I didn't think anybody could fuck with Ice Cube at the time. This was back in '92, so that was my sophomore year in college. Love the Wu, anything to do with them. I spent 21 years in New York, so I mean, when they dropped, it was Wu and there was no one else. Got Old Dirty Bastard here, Brooklyn Zoo, white label promo. What is this on? I guess Elektra. Yeah. Give It To You Raw, LP, and a remix. And then Lord Digga remix, which is instrumental of Brooklyn Zoo. Killer stuff. Missing a lot of those CDs now. We were talking about Liquid Swords from GZA, and just kills me. Love these covers here. On anytime I see them, I usually want to pick them up, but I usually don't. Death Row Records. This is Tupac, California Love. There's like 4 versions on here. I love this fucking track. It's killer. And then I got a bunch of Shadow stuff. Of course, this is Lesson 4 on Hollywood Basic, which is one of the first records he ever put out. It's a 12-inch. It's got Lifers Group with the Shadow remix on the other side. Lesson 4 was like his first mix. It's killer. This is the first ever Soul Sides release from Shadow. DJ Shadow and the Groove Robbers, featuring Asia Bourne. So that Oakland, California crew, where it got started here. This was, I think, probably 93, 92. Yeah, 93. There's a really rare Shadow cassette that came out before that Lesson 4 12-inch that I'd love to find, but I imagine I'd have to fork out a few grand for it. I think he was giving it out as promos. I want to say maybe 50 exist. I could be wrong. Sealed copy of Preemptive Strike. I still jam the CD so much that a lot of this stuff, I'll leave it sealed. Probably going to go ahead and open it, jam it though. This is from, 93? Just grabbed this recently, product placement, double album with Cut Chemist, and showed this in a recent video. Shadow, Cut Chemist, great sampling on this one. Preemptive Strike, man, has some of the best Shadow stuff. High Noon, What Does Your Soul Look Like? Just awesome album. Of course, Introducing I have on CD, and I might actually pick up an original from Tom here soon. As all I ever run into is the box, and it's like $150 or something crazy, at least around here. Got a couple singles. You Can't Go Home Again from Shadow, and another one, 6 Days. These are all dope. This has got 100 Meter Dash on the B-side. I got these at Manifest Records years ago. Man, God. Back when they actually had records. Got this from Tip Top, Mashing on the Motorway. This is a hard one to find. This is all kinds of badass right here. I believe it's a double record. Yeah, this is a double. Was really stoked to get that from my man Luke a few months back. Also from Tip Top, grabbed off a later album. This is DJ Shadow Enough featuring Q-Tip and Lateef the Truth Speaker. Really dig the instrumental cut on this. And then Shadow's got a new album coming out soon, and I went and saw him live at the Orange Peel in Asheville, and picked this up, the Mountain Will Fall EP, which was released after the Mountain Will Fall full album. This has got Corridors featuring Stephen Price, which he performed live, which is the reason I picked this up. That's a really, really different type of track for Shadow. So grab that. Got probably my favorite hip-hop album ever. Yeah, no, it is. Soulside's Greatest Bumps. This is the 4 LP. This is still sealed because I have the CD. The CD has been played a billion times. It might have been the only CD in the car for 2 years back in the day. This has got everybody in that scene on it. This is highly recommended. It's not expensive. You can get this $25-30 for 4 LP for original. I don't even know. I don't think it's ever been reissued anyway. But you've got Lyrics Born, Lateef the True Speaker, The Gift of Gab, Black Alicious, who are fantastic. In the other room is their first album, OG. Stuck Behind That Motorcycle. Latyrix is way dope. Of course, Shadow's on here. This is the one to get right here. And plus, I mean, look at that cover. It's all kinds of badass. And I've got dude that I checked out from Crate Diggers, House Shoes out of Detroit. This is the album 7. And this is fantastic stuff, man. This is his instrumentals. All of it dope. And I love how this is on, I think, Fat Beats, and they emulate the Blue Note cover. So this was Tony Williams Spring, from back in the day. This is killer stuff. Got just a couple of 7 inches that I grabbed. Of course, another DJ Shadow. This time, this is really, really killer. Highly recommend picking this up if you ever see it. That's one of my favorite Shadow tracks. Got a couple original Run DMCs from way back in the day. Let's see, this is from '85. King of Rock and Walk This Way. He's on Profile. And then another one, Hit It Run. And You Be Illin' from Run DMC on Profile. That's all I got for hip hop. Man. So used to roadie for a rap rock band back in the '90s. So we played with a bunch of hip hop groups. So it was a good time, and I think probably then is where I was really into a lot of things, more like Cypress Hill and things like that. But I actually got I was a roadie for the band Five Times Down, and this is the shirt we had, and I had it tattooed on my ass here, 5 times down. You can see that I designed that, and I've got Peridot, which is my birthstone in the eyes. That's the crazy tattoo there. But yeah, this is kind of fun pulling this stuff out. I've got some more, but like I said, I got a motorcycle in the way. Hope everybody's well. Got a couple more videos coming down the line here. Peace.